Hey there! Welcome to 8 Weeks Til Vibrato. My name is Rebecca Hudzava, and I'd love to show you my routine for how to have an effective vibrato on violin or viola in 8 to 12 weeks. Now, truth be told, we will be working on our vibrato forever. It's one of these techniques like shifting, like intonation, like tuning that we just need to keep developing and getting better and better at. But we can get an effective vibrato in 8 to 12 weeks if you do these exercises each week consistently. There are lots of different philosophies, approaches, routines, and opinions about how to do vibrato. So I'm just showing you my personal approach, which is what I've learned over the years through my teachers and all of my teacher trainers combined together. This is how I found the most effective vibrato and what has worked for me and for my students. There are 3 types of vibrato that are typically used these days. We have finger vibrato, where we initiate from the finger. We have wrist vibrato, where we initiate from the wrist. We have arm vibrato, where we initiate from the lower forearm. And then we have combinations of the 3. Most common will be a combination of the arm and wrist vibrato, even though the finger joint will continue to be moving. My favorite is to use arm vibrato, and if a bit of wrist is happening, that's okay as well. I tend to teach arm vibrato exclusively, and about 1 in 40 of my students end up developing mostly wrist. So once in a while, I'll have a student that is just that the wrist vibrato is working the best for them. And so I'll just go with that. I'll explain that as we go. But I will be focusing on the arm. I tend to feel that large motions and large muscles tend to be the most effective and healthiest for your body for long-term work. And I find that this is the most consistent. And if the wrist is also happening a little bit in there, that's absolutely fine. And it depends on what finger, what position, and what string we're on, as these will adjust and change as we go. This routine is designed to be about 2 to 5 minutes in your regular practice. So if you're just working on your vibrato exercises for 2 to 5 minutes every week, within 8 to 12 weeks, you should have an effective vibrato. Occasionally, I do find a student can pick it up a little bit quicker if their hands are balanced and ready for it. And occasionally, it takes a little bit longer than that 12 weeks if there's a lot of tension in the hand. Speaking of tension and setup, I like to start this whole routine anywhere after perpetual motion, somewhere in between there and the end of book 1. Once you have a consistent setup where you're able to hold your violin and your bow with good position, then I like to start the vibrato exercises, as that can fix any remaining or residual position problems. Very common is a lot of tension in that thumb, and this will begin to get that out of there because we can't do vibrato with a really tense thumb. Also, working on this vibrato routine can help you to fix any violin setup. So if we're putting our violin too far onto the shoulder or too far onto the chest, working on your vibrato exercises can help alleviate that or fix that problem, as you do need to have a consistent hold on your violin or viola in order to do an effective vibrato. This routine is designed to have a new exercise every week, but sometimes you're going to find that one exercise is giving you more trouble or less trouble. So feel free to use your own discretion to feel, hey, I'm going to stick on this exercise for another extra week to make sure I'm really feeling it. Often I also double up the exercises. So I'll do the exercise from the previous week as well as the new one. If you feel like, gosh, I think I'm ready to try something new, but I still feel like I could go back. So always going backwards and forwards, just like any Suzuki philosophy, review and repetition is the way to success.